Virgos. How are you all doing? Happy New Year. This is your reading for January 2023. This is a very big and exciting year. Well, I'm going with exciting. I like to go in a positive route with everything. You know what? You get what you expect. So if you're expecting crap and shit and for things to be hard, you're really going to get what you want. You know, if you see things as easy, they become easy. If you see things as tough, they become tough. You know, you really get what you focus on. So if you're focusing on not good things, it is time to really turn that around, because you're really going to get what you're focusing on. I feel like manifestation has like sped up. So what we really focus on really just intensifies. So I just be mindful of your thoughts and what you are putting your awareness on. Okay, so let's pull some cards for you guys. Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Everyone is getting the Seven of Pentacles, I swear to God. I'm going to shuffle just one more time, but you know what, you know what, I feel like you guys made some really big changes in 2022, and some of you, like, I feel like you're saying this is all that there was. There wasn't more to this. That's for some of you. For others, I feel like, you know, this feels to me like the card of impatience for a lot of people. So if you're impatiently waiting for something, you know what, redirect your attention. You know what, it's funny that I was just talking about this right before I started your reading. Be mindful of what you focus on. You know, if you're focusing on how something's not growing fast enough, it won't grow fast enough. If you're focusing on how something's not there, it'll continue to not be there. Okay, whatever you're focusing on just gets amplified. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Queen of Cups. You might be going through some like rocky emotions right now. I'm drawn to these little stones right here. Maybe you guys are going through some trying times, you know, over like December and January. This queen, like, her head is pointing down. She seems so sad. I feel like there's a sadness that you guys have that's going on. But again, you might be focusing on something that is just not serving you. So whatever your emotional attention is focusing on, I would, you know, become aware of that and change your focus to something else if it's not something that is, you know, creating happiness within you. Okay? Four of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are a little, you know, maybe scared about your finances. Maybe you've had some, like I said, you've had some shaky times, like December, January. Maybe you've had some crappy stuff happen. So you're a little worried about your finances. That's what I see with this card. The Devil. Yeah. This Devil card is telling me, again, to be careful of what you're focusing your attention on, okay? If you're focusing your attention on things that are bleak and depressing and sad and scary and, like, just fear in general, you're going to get more things to be afraid of, okay? So redirecting your energy, redirecting your attention. High Priestess. You know, being in a more like, in like a challenge state, like where you're feeling like everything's coming down on you, that will kind of sever your tie to your, like, your connection with your higher self, like your intuition. You're focusing so heavily on this immovable circumstance that you kind of have no control over. You know, the things that we have no control over, we have to release control in order for it to transform. Okay? Sounds ridiculous. I get it. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel can turn in your favor. Really depends on what you're focusing on, though. If you're focusing on, you know, things not going your way, things not working out, you're just going to get more of that. but I feel like, you know, changing your perspective, you know, the Hangman might come out of this deck. I have that feeling. Changing your perspective will turn that wheel. And there is an amount of fortune after difficulty. The Empress. The Empress has come up a lot in many readings. I feel like you, like many other signs, are going to be seeing more growth and opportunity around like March and April. Like, you know, I feel like those are going to be times where there's like more doors opening up for you, and like whatever this is that you've been going through is going to be in the past. Okay. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you guys are carrying a heavy burden. Whatever's going on for you, it is making it so that whatever you had going on in your life, it feels like it's 10 times heavier than it was. The 10 of, like, the 10s in tarot are a completion, you know, so maybe this was something that you needed to go through in order to see what you really pay attention to, what you really focus on. I do have that feeling. I do have that, like that feeling keeps coming through for me. But, you know, I have that feeling too, that there are a lot of people around you that are willing to help and carry some of the burden. It's just, are you willing to let them? That's the thing. Oh, you know what? Let me give these a good shuffle. I am using the Tears Tarot. Pull some more cards for this reading. What's this going on for Virgo? January 2023. The Wheel. You get the Wheel of Fortune twice. Yeah, things are going to be changing for you. So whatever's happening right now in January, they're going to start moving. They're going to start, like, this energy won't stick with you forever. Okay? So it's going to send you in a new direction. Just, I would be mindful. Okay? Maybe these are just fears that you have to face, you know, in order to understand how you process fear better, you know, and move past it. I'm not saying that fear will never show up ever again, but I'm saying that, you know, once you sit in fear and you stare it down and you don't react the way you used to react, it changes the outcome. It changes how things go from there. And if you have a new process for like the way you go through different experiences, it will draw in better experiences. Well, if you approach things differently. 4 of Cups. You know, I feel like there is a lot of opportunity out there for you to find joy at this time, to like enjoy yourself and be happy, but it's like you're turning your back to that, and it's not really something that you're interested in right now. But again, I feel like you guys are going through something that you need to kind of sit with and understand how you process things, how you get through things. Judgment. You know, sitting there with those feelings, sitting there with those thoughts, working your way through them, possibly seeing that there are better ways to get through them, I feel like releases you from the way you used to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like how you, it's like your subconscious reactions to things. I feel like they're changing. When they change and you see them for what they are, they can melt away. And then it's like a part of you is released that wasn't something that you probably wanted to keep with you anyways. Like, 4 of Wands. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I feel like a lot of you have some very important relationships in your life, like your person, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, husband, wife, whatever. I feel like there's more of a reconnection here. Maybe you didn't really have a lot of time before, and this happening kind of freed up time for you. It might have been inconvenient, but for some reason you needed to be there more and you needed to be more of a part of things. And like, it's like you were forced out of what you were doing because it really wasn't making you happy anyways. So it changed up your environment, it changed up what you were doing, and maybe it's time to realize that having more time for the people that you care about and more time to enjoy yourself and have fun, you know, is going to create more stability in your life than rushing around and being a workaholic, possibly. Temperance. Finding balance. Finding your balance again. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like a lot of you are finding your balance between work and home life again. Maybe it's been out of balance for some time and it hasn't really been balanced for a very long time, but I feel like a lot of you are finding that balance now. But again, you had to be forced out of something, and disruption, like a disruption in your life had to happen. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to have to rely on others more at this time. And, you know, I feel like that will restore some faith in you, in others, which you might have lost. Or, like, it might, like, that might have not have been something that you really had, was a lot of faith in others, you know? And this kind of restores some of that. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you might be losing some sleep and worrying about things. But again, I feel like this is something that you have to face. It's a lesson that you have to see for what it is. And, you know, it's time to look at the way you do things and look at the way you understand your life. And maybe you've been hitting it too hard in certain places and neglecting other places. And neglecting yourself. I feel like a lot of you have been neglecting yourself. So this is giving you time to be with you, but that time sometimes isn't as rosy as we'd like, but it's important to understand those feelings and where they come from. Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you threw yourself into work or business, like, a lot, in order to kind of not have to look at your feelings, maybe, and things in the past that you'd need to work through and get past so they can stay in the past. Knight of Cups. Yeah. I feel like there is someone there for you guys that, you know, loves you, wants to be with you. Really, they treat you like a queen, and or a queen or a king. But there's still that fear in the background, I feel like, you know, because you've been through some stuff. I know a lot of Virgos, you guys have a tendency to hold on to things so tightly, especially like negative feelings. And I do feel like this is a lesson for you these couple months, that you have to be at peace with things and let them go for them to transform, for you to transform. Chariot. Taking a new path. I do feel like a lot of you are getting that clarity, you know, that you needed for yourself, and more time and space. And this might be sending you in a different direction. Some of you might be getting an offer for something that is better than where you were. And you know what? You never would have had that opportunity unless this had happened. Everything happens for a reason, okay? Even the crappy stuff. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you guys made some moves, and, you know, you took some chances and you leveled up your life significantly. And you did it you know, without fear. But I feel like some of that fear has come back at this point. I feel like a lot of us are processing fear right now, and we're coming to a point where, you know, fear is bullshit. It's not even real, unless you're being chased by a cheetah or like a bear or some shit, or like, you know, some armed attacker, you know, which, how, realistically, how often does that happen? Okay, you know, to the average person. So, you know, I mean, there are great things that can happen in your life. You just have to let them. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards for this reading. Hold on one sec. Moss Spirit, surrender now. Yeah, you have to surrender to these feelings. That couldn't be clearer, could it? Oh my God. Scarab Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. And you are the creator of everything around you. So, like I said, be mindful of your thoughts. And it is, I'm giving this mantra to everyone lately, that I really feel like it's something, you know, if there's crappy stuff going on and you are having a hard time refocusing your attention on something better, just, this is one way to quiet down your nervous system. It's, you just say to yourself, all is well. Everything is working out to my highest good. From this experience, only good will come, and I am safe, because you are safe, okay? I don't care what happened to you in the past. You can't create in right now drawing from the past, okay? And the future's never set in stone. It could be anything, okay? So if you want to create more of yesterday, you know, keep drawing from yesterday. But if you want to create in now and have more of a favored outcome going forward, it's a better idea to bring yourself to a calm place and understand that everything does happen for a reason, even crappy shit, okay? Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. You know what? I know this time might suck for you guys, and there may be some challenges, but it's important to find the playful side of you and keep yourself light. And, you know, this may have freed up some time for you. So have fun with that. You know what? Make it into something else. It is only depressing if you think it's depressing. You know, everything is whatever you believe it is. Okay. So, you know, someone could believe that this is the most amazing thing in the world, and what's stopping you from feeling that too? You know? Okay, Virgo. Now, I know there's some challenging times for you right now, but I do feel like you're going to come through it a 10 times more amazing Virgo than you already were. Okay. So with that being said, I love you all, and I will see you all again soon. Okay. Happy New Year. Bye.